The Master's method of teaching. But he remained, as ever, the willing instrument in the hand of God, the child of the Divine Mother, totally untouched by the idea of being a teacher. He used to say that three ideas, that he was a guru, a father, and a master, pricked his flesh like thorns. Yet he was an extraordinary teacher. He stirred his disciples' heart more by a subtle influence than by actions or words. He never claimed to be the founder of a religion or the organizer of a sect. Yet he was a religious dynamo. He was the verifier of all religions and creeds. He was like an expert gardener who prepares the soil and removes the weeds, knowing that the plants will grow because of the inherent power of the seeds, producing each its appropriate flowers and fruits. He never thrust his ideas on anybody. He understood people's limitations and worked on the principle that what is good for one may be bad for another. He had the unusual power of knowing the devotee's mind, even their inmost souls, at the first sight. He accepted disciples with the full knowledge of their past tendencies and future possibilities. The life of evil did not frighten him, nor did religious squeamishness raise anybody in his estimation. He saw in everything the unerring finger of the Divine Mother. Even the light that leads astray was to him the light from God. To those who became his intimate disciples, the Master was a friend, companion, and playmate. Even the chores of religious discipline would be lightened in his presence. The devotees would be so inebriated with pure joy in his company that they would have no time to ask themselves whether he was an incarnation, a perfect soul, or a yogi. His very presence was a great teaching. Words were superfluous. In later years, his disciples remarked that while they were with him, they would regard him as a comrade, but afterwards would tremble to think of their frivolities in the presence of such a great person. They had convincing proof that the Master could, by his mere wish, kindle in their hearts the love of God and give them his vision. Through all this fun and frolic, this merriment and frivolity, he always kept before them the shining ideal of God consciousness and the path of renunciation. He prescribed ascents, steep or graded, according to the powers of the climber. he permitted no compromise with the basic principles of purity. An aspirant had to keep his body, mind, senses and soul unspotted, had to have a sincere love for God and an ever-mounting spirit of yearning. The rest would be done by the mother. His disciples were of two kinds, the householders and the young men, some of whom were later to become monks. There was also a small group of women devotees.